Yeah, okay.
It's a developing story.
Okay.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is
I'm the
Kiana.
one and only Mr. Edmond.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project. That's Community Development and Training Center, aka CDAT.
See that?
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in and helping us define what's cool. Because
Smart
It's the
is.
new gangster.
baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you
Look, I'm
know.
just crossing up all the
Hey,
wires.
and you know why you got the wires all crossed up? I want to just say big shots out to all the community business owners who stepping up and stepping out. You know, launching your business, you stepping out on faith. You know, your people working with you, your investors got your back, and guess what? The community got your back. We got your back. We're gonna be spending money with all our local businesses. That's the theme of this season in the Tampa Bay area. Shopping with the local Black business owners.
Yes.
mm-hmm.
From now on.
Yeah, moving up and moving it out. Shouts out to the Black Money Movement. Started right there on MLK and 18th Avenue South.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying that's where it started at. And now we're gonna do a cash mob is when we go to a business intentionally.
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna be going to the Old Red Snack Shack. If you know.
Yeah, that's December 6th, right?
December 6th.
Going to the Old Red.
Yes. Right now it is 727 Seafood.
Yeah, and let's keep it. Let's say 727 Seafood. So y'all Google it, look it up,
and find them people. Give them a review.
Yeah, because branding is important.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You keep saying the Old Reds, and ain't nobody gonna know that.
Thank you. It's 727 Seafood on the corner of 16th and whatever street that is.
Mm-hmm.
Where the Old Reds was.
Now we back over there.
We never knew what road that was. We gonna find out today.
Do I have the address for the cash?
Yes, man.
I think we might have a flyer for it.
And we gonna share the flyer because it's a new season. We already ain't doing Black Friday. We blacking out on Black Friday. We're gonna be at Urban Inc.
Urban culture creative.
See, I'm messing her up. See,
Yeah, you
I got
did.
that. I got that.
Urban Inc.
I got that effect on people.
Yeah, but
You know
no,
nothing.
Urban Inc. is still there, but Culture Creative
Yes, it
is
is like a hybrid, which is inside of Urban Inc. And I love the concept, right? Because now it's also still a tattoo parlor. You still can get your ink there, but also now it's a event space for the culture.
right. It's actually molding great minds and cultivating the things that are important into our community. There's all of it, you know. So
tattoo artists, artists.
Yeah. All of that.
Yeah, your mic ain't on. Don't worry about it. Don't be hitting it now. Hey, don't wait. We in the middle of the show to tap your microphone.
I would have said if he wasn't on.
Yes, but we're gonna be having. We're gonna be joining the what is the festival? What is Brain calling it? It's not a festival. It's a vendors market.
Yeah, it's a black vendors market.
Yes.
Hold on, I get the exact
info.
Blacker than black.
Yeah.
Blacker than black market.
Black of the bear, the sweet as you.
And while we're looking at that, we're talking about supporting each other, supporting Black people. Jamaica, man.
Yeah.
Jamaica.
They not talking about the devastation in Jamaica.
Yeah.
We're not hearing the unparalleled devastation that they're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
No, you're right.
We have warships in the Caribbean right now, but they're not there to help Jamaica. They there to threaten another country, right? We got resources that's already in the Caribbean islands right now.
The boat already over there.
It's already there, and guess what we doing with it? We threatening another country while the Jamaicans suffering, and that's sad. That's why we got to step up. It's on us.
And that's why 99 Jams the Berg is teaming up with local partners to launch the Urgent Disaster Relief Drive for our brothers and sisters in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And we're calling on the community to come through with love, support, and donations. Water, non-perishable items, toiletries, baby items, and medical supplies are what we're collecting. Other people collecting other things too, I've seen.
Yes.
But you can drop them off at the 99 Gems headquarters. You can also take them to church with you. If you go to Bethel Community Baptist Church, 2901 54th Avenue South, or Taste of the Islands is another place where you can make a donation. And if you'd like to give a contribution, you can go to 99jamsthebird.com.
Yes. Thank you for everybody who already donated and helped, because it's unknown devastation that they going through on the island. So if you love the Jamaican culture, you love the music, you love to do all the Caribbean island things, time that you support the island itself in a time of need. And if we could all donate, like nothing too small, nothing too big, if we all could find a way to make a donation, and it can be non-perishables, right? It can be a couple dollars. It can be, some blankets, like some stuff you done took care of and cleaned up that we can potentially help another family on the island at this point. And just, dig into y'all. It's the giving time of the year. If there's any time or a better reason to give, this devastation in this hurricane, that's why we haven't heard about it, because they don't care about us. Michael Jackson said it. Yeah, right. Really, we ain't seen no pictures. We ain't seen nothing. But guess what? There's pictures. There's video. Right? People suffering. People swimming for their life. All kinds of crazy stuff going on that happened during that storm. Yeah. And our major news outlets are kind of like silent on it.
Yeah, you're right. And while we're in that vein, I just want to also encourage y'all to support the One Community Grocery Co-op, OCGC.coop. So we after that would happen last Thursday, we've seen an increase in membership. And so thank y'all for responding.
Yes, and if you want to join, become a member owner, a founder, this foundational member ownership, right? This the base, right? This the first 300 people to support it. Right, and I think it's at 170 right now as it sits. We got a ticket. We counting down, y'all. So if you, your family member, or your cousins or your friends, join the One Community Grocery Co-op.
You can do so by going to OCGC.coop. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm a member owner, and I'm just glad to be a part of such a amazing situation. I really am.
Oh, and let me see the address for the cash mob, because we said we was gonna post that and share that.
Good job, thank you. I see it.
So the address for the cash mob, it is at 727 Seafood and Grill. It's 1701 16th Street South. So that's
there you go.
1701 16th Street South is where the cash mob, the first cash mob.
Yes, the first one, and support it, because what our goal is, we're gonna go all around the city supporting businesses the same way. Reach out, let us know your business. Right. So one day you prepare for the influx of capital that we gonna bring, because this is what we call community development by the community. We're gonna do our own community development with our own dollars by infusing businesses with money. And if you like that, like and share this page. Tell all your friends, because what we gonna do is we're gonna bring economic development to our community on our own. Right? How can you do that? By spending and shopping with the businesses in your community.
And also the the free community tech day. I want you to tell us about the scale of the community tech day.
So this is the 3rd annual community tech day, and this is the biggest community tech day in the nation. Yeah. Right. This is another one of those things where St. Pete gets to lead the way, because technology hasn't been brought to the community this way, but through the community tech day. Big shouts out to PDAP. Yeah. Big shouts out to all the partners, because it is a coalition of great minds and great people and great organizations that's bringing drones, that's bringing VR. If you don't know, that's virtual reality.
Yeah, I see MetaQuest VR.
Yes.
It's an aviation flight simulator.
Listen, this is for real.
So there's AI technology. Let me just start at the top. So there's a community tech experience, and the community tech day is this Saturday, November 22nd, 12 to 4 at Enoch Davis, a free family friendly tech event featuring AI technology, drone programming, 3D printing, aviation flight simulators, entrepreneurial tech, MetaQuest VR. There'll be hands-on demos, community partners, and youth innovation activities. I thought I had a flyer for it.
Yes.
If I don't, we'll share it on the page, but we want to make sure that y'all tap in, because this community tech day is huge.
Listen, it's big. It's for the family. We looking to bring community and tech to the city, right? We started it in Childs Park. That was the pilot project. We even advocated for high-speed Wi-Fi in the parks, which not, they say they're working on it now, because if it's done now. But thank you for PDAP, Jake and Miss Debbie Yachty, everybody who put this together, Kelly, everybody who helped us put this together, because it's something that we always talked about, Brother John, down the digital entrepreneur pathway, right?
Yes.
And I just thank Jake and the whole PDAT staff for seeing the vision that our community really needs at this time. As tech explodes, as artificial intelligence explodes, guess what? We are on the vanguard. We are there at the beginning of this with our community, bringing and ushering our community through this.
Absolutely.
Okay, and while y'all talking about that, the workshop continues for the CRA, the mobile CRA.
Yes.
Today,
CRA connectivity.
Yes. I think it's the last one.
It's the last one from 12 to 2 today at Enoch Davis Center.
From 12 to 2?
I thought it was this evening.
No, it was Monday. Okay. Monday. It was Monday. It was in the evening on Monday.
Let's do this. All the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club listeners, if you have from 12 to 2 today, if you could go by the CRA connectivity and talk and give them your input, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club would be very grateful and thankful for that. Yeah. Right? Because what we got to do is be more present in some of these places.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We actually got a guest coming at the top of the hour. We're going to talk about these community meetings, community engagement, community involvement, and why we need to be in some of these spaces.
Right.
There's also Saturday, re-envisioning our urban environmental discussion. That's a part of community technology.
Yes.
It's going to be a breakout. It's a powerful community discussion on how art, design, and collaborations can reshape the way we live and build our city.
Yes.
Panelists include your brother John, Carrie Boucher from the Nomad Studio, Justin Corney, Reimagine I-75. He's talking about transforming highways into thriving boulevards. Also, Charlene Emanuel from My Better Living LLC. She's talking about urban farming, and green spaces.
Nurse Shar.
And then Fat Time Elkoff, Conscious Community Connections. We'll talk about systems thinking and approaches to plan and empower. And it's moderated by Tristan Morris, who's the founder of Inspiring Health Collective Advocacy.
Listen, this is the Enoch Davis Center takeover. You've never seen nothing like this. Minus Mama T and the Law Fest, because I seen it before. Mama T. Big shouts out wrestlers. God bless her soul, Mama T. But I digress. You've never seen nothing like this at Enoch Davis Center.
It's a lot. So Enoch Davis Center gonna be swinging on Saturday. Also, the 1,000 turkey giveaway.
Okay.
From 2 to 6 on the Deuces.
Nice.
We'll be had. Yep, and Bo Williams present.
Okay, nice.
This is every weekend has been big. This is the sign of a thriving community.
Yeah,
like everybody don't need to do everything together. Some of this stuff do need to be done together though. Like we're gonna say some of it, but not all of it. But this is the sign of a thriving community. We have a thriving community because every weekend we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things to do.
And you know what? That's why when we talk about one community grocery club, when we talk about the food, when they talk about a food desert, we push back on that.
Because desert is natural.
Yeah. Well, a desert is barren and nothing's there. Right. But you just said it. We have a thriving community. We have food insecurity inside of a thriving community.
Yes.
So we want food sovereignty.
Yes.
Because it's not a desert. When you think about what a desert is, there ain't nothing in a desert. But in our community, some of everything is here except for food.
So healthy food. Because boy, they got 5 or 6 hours of that garbage for you off in the company.
Now I will tell you. Okay, can I tell you? I went into Sprouts. I'm gonna be shopping at Sprouts right now.
Okay.
Sprouts need to come underwrite the show. I'm sick of this. I'm tired of this. Here comes the big corporation with his big bag, like he's Santa Claus on 34th Street. Go ahead.
Okay, go.
No, I mean you can do that. I mean, honestly,
I thought you could do that.
I mean, but I'm just saying because I did go in there and look. So with Sprouts being a fresh market as well, they get new produce every day, fresh produce in every day. So whatever's sitting on the shelves, I don't know what they do with it afterwards, but they take it out.
They need to be giving it to one of these pantries.
They may be. We just don't know.
That's right. Or they cook it. They got freeze it and send it to another. I don't know.
We don't know, but it was nice. It's not a big store, and it wasn't expensive.
And this is what I'm talking about. And then I also, speaking of grocery stores, I done my research, and now I kind of see where Richard Floyd was coming from with his no.
Okay.
And I ain't trying to throw cover for people, but
okay.
Right now in the Democratic Socialist movement, there is push for municipal groceries, municipal electric, municipal, everything, because that's part of the socialist model.
Yeah.
And I can see that, not that I agree with it, because as we've seen, most of the municipal models fail within 1 to 5 years, 10 years.
So then how can you see it?
No, because I see that's part of their platform. That's their agenda. So but because they're doing their agenda all over America, right? So what they got a direction that they're trying to take America through each candidate, right? So the same things, some of the same things that are trying to be done here by Democratic Socialists is also trying to be done by Democratic Socialists everywhere. That's all I'm saying. And I ain't saying it's for us.
So by us. So are you saying that if the one community grocery co-op would have moved forward, then what he's trying to do wouldn't have happened?
No, I think we have gotten into an all or nothing mentality.
Yeah.
Right. It's either my way or the highway. Right. But the reality is, it's several different ways to get to where we're trying to go. Yeah. And we are proposing what happens to be the most successful model in America. Like, there's only 3 co-ops in Florida.
Right.
Combined is over 100 years.
Yeah.
Combined. Right. When you put the years of them 3 together, they've been around over 100 years. Mm-hmm. So what that means is this is a hyper successful model.
Right.
Right. And we should invest in it. Right. This isn't just because one of the things they were saying is we are already writing this money off. But no, this is an investment that keeps giving. See, this is why y'all giving all them houses to that one company.
Okay, so back to when you say this, that one company. So I say this: what pass are you giving him again?
He's saying.
I was just saying I see the agenda from the other.
Oh yeah, but I'm asking you.
It's not pass. I ain't giving the pass. No. That's what I said.
So he wasn't trying to.
I ain't trying to get no pass.
So what was the understand? So you can understand. You said
yes, because this is an agenda item for their movement.
And it was stalled
but it stalled ours. Right, correct.
Yeah, because
we have a different agenda. The community here has a different agenda than the Democratic Socialist Party of America. Or whoever the guys are.
He wanted a presentation that was going to speak to his agenda.
Thank you.
And it didn't speak to his agenda. It spoke to our agenda, and it was like a hybrid of the two things. And that was what, and he said that, like he told me that, he said that, and we knew that going in, that he was expecting a presentation on municipal owned grocery stores, and we are not that.
No, this is what I mean. This is a community owned model.
Yeah, but he also though, because that was his stance at the beginning. But he also knew that y'all were community owned, and y'all wasn't gonna change your base just because of the one person. And so,
I ain't with that.
And then on top of that, he voted in to do what his people want. And so, like, I want
to say this. I hear you loud and clear, and
I get it.
So just for those who are listening, my disagreement with Richie over the one community grocery co-op is a disagreement over the one community grocery co-op. But Richie and we agree on a whole lot more than we disagree on. And so,
and I don't think I disagree. I think we see it different, and we think.
In some cases we disagree.
No, this is a disagreement.
And we just don't agree.
I hear that. Okay, I can't smooth that out.
Yeah, no, it's my experience, right? And so there's things that we absolutely disagree on.
Yeah.
And then there's other things where we see it differently in those nuances. But I think he's a great representative for that district. And so I don't want to talk too bad about the man.
We're talking about
but we call you in too.
Holding you accountable for the post that you made that could have moved our movement forward and you didn't support it. I get that, but that don't mean we throw the baby out with the bathwater.
We
You
calling
know, but this is go ahead.
calling them out.
Remember when
And
we
calling you
about
in.
Richie was one of the 3 no's.
But listen, we calling you out and we calling you in.
Yeah.
See, we doing both. It's 2 things. 2 things can be right at the same time. We calling you out, we saying your name, but we calling you into the fold. Come on. Come to
I
the
agree
family.
with you. I
Come to the
agree with
family.
you. I just don't like me personally. I just don't like how it was done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm wanting them people like just be straightforward. Don't BS.
Shoot it straight.
Right, shoot it straight. Because when he going in, there was nothing that you, in my mind, there's nothing you could have said to make him say a yes.
Ooh.
Right,
Okay.
and let me tell you, and the fact that he led on to act like, oh, I just need more information. No, that's BS.
You call that.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at with it. And so like I don't really have no.
So you took your principal stand and you made an excuse for it.
But
Right.
see, I'm gonna tell you what it is. So often, the people in the city are not on the same page. This is a time like no other because the people and the city are on the same page, kind of advocating for the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. And now when you stand up and say, okay, I'm tired of what the administration in the city is doing, installing us, and you vote no on it, it seems as if you're voting no against the community because this is the first time we've kind of came to an agreement on something like this.
Right.
Right. So it do feel like that, but I don't think that's the intent. That can be the surface. But I think deeper down, there's more politics involved. It's more things that we as the community are not too far aware of, right? Yeah, like you were saying, Brother John, it's some things we don't know, but I feel this is the first time where the city and the community, not one of the first, not the first, have coalesced in such a way where we're pretty much walking in with the administration and the city kind of on our side on this, asking to help us get this seed funded. That doesn't happen all the time.
City,
I can name it a couple times on my fingers.
So I got to back up a little bit because it's not the city, because here's the thing, the administration can just do it. The mayor can approve up to I think 100,000, 75,000.
I think it's 50,000 without going through.
It's more than that.
It's more than that now. They raised it.
Okay.
So it was a lot of that. It was. If Councilmember Gabbard, if you listen, what's the number now? It used to be no, it was 100,000. And then when Kreisman put that $99,000 contract for somebody to do the raise, Councilmember Montanari advocated to lower it to 75,000 that they could approve without council's permission. So
right,
100,000. They did a $99,000 job. Had everybody on council at the time mad, so the council said, "Well, we're gonna lower that number to 75,000." Yeah, but I don't know if they ever put it back. So
okay,
it's in between 75 and 100. But the point is, if the city was like really just saying, "Okay, we with y'all," we don't have to go to council; they can just do it.
Right.
And even the resolution that was being made was a resolution.
Still got to go to council.
Saying, "Hey, mayor, you know, the council is supporting this, but its decision is theirs for them to actually do it." You know what I'm saying? And so when you say the city and us on the same page. If they was really on the same,
it's 100,000. Brandy just yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So okay. Thank you for getting me out the weed.
Yeah,
helping me understand the situation a little better.
We don't even have to be going through this. Like we actually.
So I mean,
in August, Councilmember Driscoll. This is when Brian Caper was there. She said, "Well, you know, just give him the money," and he was like, "Well, we'll go see what we can do." Did the song and dance and the moonwalk, and we never got it.
Show us the text messages.
It was raised back up during the first year of Welch.
There we go.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. So simple as that, man. But again, we're not stopping. We on go. We didn't go into this looking for or expecting a whole lot from that from the administration because it's community led, but definitely would be appreciated.
And we need the support. We need the support of the municipalities, just the top, bottom, and middle line. We need the support of the once we get the people in the community on the table to the table. We need the support of these municipalities to help us do it because honestly, we need more than one, right? It could be the municipal grocery store on that side, and it can be a co-op on that side. These things can coexist. It can be pantries all in the middle, right? Because all these things would help for food security, not just one. One, see, in our mind, that's why I say, with resources, like one thing is going to solve it, but it's going to take several. And so guess what? You need to put one in the pot and have one baking and be whipping up the next one. right? And while you whipping up the net, that would come out. That's how you gonna solve it over a long term.
Well, I mean, that's common. That's I'm gonna say we hope
common sense ain't common.
It ain't. But if you look at it and people don't pay attention, like you got McDonald's, you got Burger King, you got Taco Bell, you got Wendy's, and you got Subway.
Hold on, let's make it real clear. You got Sprouts, you got Walmart.
I was gonna go there too.
All on the in walking distance.
Yeah, from each other.
Clustered. They really clustered trying to get to the new money coming. Mm-hmm. That's not to help the South Side. They ain't to help the urban core. Yeah. Those resources are being clustered around the money they think are coming.
And we got 2 Publix.
Yeah.
Yeah, right stuff right there. Right around that money. If you look at the map, it'll be red with food choices. Yeah. Right there, but as soon as you get right there,
it goes blue. The islands.
Yeah, if you keep going,
if that's your speed,
that's your speed.
I mean, I shop at it's only one of those that I don't typically go in. It's like my last choice, but I go in everything on the right side of
on the road. Yeah, me too. None on the other side.
None on the other side.
Know what I don't either.
Yeah. Is that doggone interstate?
Not often.
No, nothing.
I'll go to Taste of the Island. Like if I'm looking
Listen, I'm heavy Taste of the Island. I love the red snapper with the head still on it. Mm-hmm. Fresh on the icy.
You cook?
No, but I buy it.
Oh, okay.
Assalamu alaikum, Robert. Appreciate that, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Charlie Funk, and Charlie, I don't know what you've been doing, but since you've been coming through on YouTube, we've been getting a lot more support on YouTube.
Man, thank you, Mr. Funk. Man,
so thank you for holding that down, Charlie.
We even get some trollers on from YouTube.
Yeah, we got some trollers.
Corporation to bring money and jobs in, but if they are hiring from the community, the money is going back into the community. What are your thoughts on that?
Ooh, I'll say this, and I agree. That's one solution. Like we're talking about, there's multiple solutions. And the flip side of that pancake, we are the corporation, right? The money that we spend fills the pockets of the corporation. So if we coordinate where we spend our money, though, that is a walking economic development we got, right? Because those resources that big business is advertising for, is doing all this for our money, we have the power to direct traffic to the businesses.
Well, I'll say how I feel about it is, so with the big corporations, as long as they're treating their employees right, I'm down with it because, and let me tell you, it's because every small business not every, but a lot of small business strive to become a big corporation.
Yeah.
And then just because you hit that threshold doesn't mean that you're not for the community. So when we're looking at like we're boycotting and we're saying forget all businesses, you know what I mean? These small companies, one day, some of them do want to be a corporation and they don't want to be boycotted just because they are big.
But they need to learn.
We can talk more about it after the break because we got a guest coming in. We have a lot coming up. I want to talk about this 13-story affordable housing tower downtown. The number one issue in America. The Epstein files have been released.
Peach McIntyre
is a hot topic, trending topic, and being I guess the theme also we could talk about is how we are invited but not really welcome to some of these spaces. And so y'all make sure that you tag a friend, tell a friend that we'll be back 6-7 minutes after the hour with the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club on 99 Jams. The Bird.
Tag. It's gonna be hot and juicy.
CEO Tim.
Announce. Like they don't see what we're doing.
No. You know why he doing it. The only reason why he doing that because he's no, because he's always doing something he don't supposed to, and then he's always getting called out.
Thank you.
But
I appreciate you for seeing my reasoning.
he's been
On the receiving end of the call.
right. But listen, what happened is you get stares first. Nobody just don't call you out. You wait. And then we try, and then when you don't catch the stairs or you ignore the stairs, then something happens. You just, so you finna do it.
Welcome back, y'all. This is the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, not the prosecution of Mr. Edmond.
Show about this.
And we have a guest. Who we got over here with us?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Amber Woods.
Is he good? I hear a little light.
Okay, maybe it's my mic. Go ahead.
Amber Woods. I am president of Wildwood Heights Neighborhood Association, a student at Codebox, and a community activist, up and coming.
All right, I hear that. I don't think it's a such thing as an up and coming activist.
It is an up and coming because it's an up and coming. I went to the up and coming conference.
Yeah, but that means that you're already there.
No, I say up. You can
You're
say
right.
up and coming.
Yeah, you're right though.
You activate.
Yeah, once you activate,
you're an activist.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
there ain't no in between really.
Yeah, you active in your community.
Yeah. I'm activated.
That's right, and I appreciate that. And so we invited you because I've been wanting to bring you on for a while, just low key.
Can you pull your mic closer, please?
Appreciate you, brother John. We like to hear from you.
You do?
Yeah.
Let me go closer.
I ain't hear that, but don't worry about it. The people did.
Hello.
Push the button.
Can you hear me now?
Push the button.
Color purple, sit down.
Push the button.
Push the button. All right, go ahead.
So if you could, like you say, up and coming activists, and I appreciate that. I know exactly what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you come into these spaces, you finding your legs, you're trying to see who's who, and all of that. But what got you involved? Like, what made you want to be involved and engaged in the community in this way?
Actually, I'm president of Wildwood Neighborhood Association, but I live in Jordan Park.
Mm-hmm.
And I can imagine with all I've seen in the past probably 5 years of living in Jordan Park, being silent, kind of going along with whatever everybody else shut up, so I shut up too.
Yeah.
And then at some point, them gunshots get too close.
Yeah.
They're right outside the door.
No, seriously.
Suddenly, that'll activate you.
I was just gonna say that you was activated for real.
Yeah, just by
usually that's how it happens. Something happens, and you be like, switch, come on, be like, something got to change.
Like lived experience
Directly impacted.
Yes, exactly.
And so, what caused you to take the neighborhood, like organize the neighborhood route?
So we had been trying to organize Jordan Park, 4 of us, and we was not getting no help.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some stuff going on in Jordan Park. I would say the ghetto mafia was running Jordan Park after those renovations. So it was not safe really to really organize because you was going to be infiltrated by the ghetto mafia. So I said, okay, let me reach out to Wildwood and see if I can get them to help. That's when I found out
there was no Wildwood.
There was no Wildwood.
Yeah, there was inactive.
But because of the pandemic. So I'm like, well, anybody gonna do it? I mean, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
But for people who are not from here, because technically Wildwood would cover Jordan Park because they right there, right?
You would think that. Even the city separates us. We are segregated. I want to go ahead and tell y'all that.
Okay.
Jordan Park is segregated from the rest of the city and from Wildwood. Like we're right there, but we don't get the same information. I'm a nerd, so I read everything. That's the only reason I know all the stuff that be going on. I just read and read. But what if you're not?
Yeah.
So is there, because you're the president of Wildwood, and my mind just kind of going anywhere, and you might can't answer this, is it a way to merge them already? Because like literally this is Wildwood, right? And then the street right here, like where Pastor Siplin Church is at, right on the corner. I can't think of the street, and where Pleasant Grove, right there. Jordan Park is here, and then everything else is Wildwood. And like and then that doesn't cover a lot of radius when you look at it as far as Wildwood and Jordan.
But a lot of that stuff was done on purpose. Like, we gotta know that, the city planners was racist people.
Mhm.
The St. Pete city map was drawn racially, right? And these entities, which is our neighborhood institutions, are also incorporated into that racist drawing of those maps.
Right.
No, and I remember when I was on council, there was conversation. So after the renovations of Jordan Park, people started moving back in. We had a community meeting in Jordan Park, and the residents. So I guess the housing authority. That's another one of the layers to this thing, is because the housing authority is the landlord, basically. Right. And so when you start thinking about like tenant landlord relationships and organizing a community, the housing authority was hosting these meetings. Mr. Lundy invited me to come over, and I'm sitting in this meeting, and we were talking about and so we were talking about the need for residents to get together, but it was more so like the landlord was trying to organize the residents.
And it ain't the same.
And that's why we weren't getting the help that we really needed, because we were like, no, you're doing it. This is your interest.
Yeah.
So every complaint we get is going to stop at you,
because we're complaining about you.
Yes. Yes. So it's like in terms
of a conflict of interest.
Investigating the police, like y'all investigating yourselves.
Right. Right.
No, we didn't do anything wrong.
They came from the top.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why we were so frustrated.
Yeah.
And there's the help that we should have gotten from the city. I mean, they gaslit us so bad. It was like we didn't realize that we were being gaslit.
That neighborhood department was a beast.
Yeah.
Listen,
thank you, Mr.
Listen,
you did.
You have to be. You have to have. And I thank you for your work, because you have to have thick skin.
Yeah.
Because a lot of this stuff, like, it's backbiting. They try to play it. You wouldn't believe they would do the stuff that they do.
Yeah.
Right. On a professional level, it is such BS that go on at that level, because they're not used to us coming in there.
Right.
That's the first thing. People like you, people that look like us, talking like us, living where we live at. Because usually the people who are directly impacted don't advocate for themselves.
Right.
It's usually an outside interest that come in and advocate for us. So we're like a new breed of person, because we're the person that's directly impacted, standing up saying, "Hey man, y'all hurting me.
Yeah.
Y'all hurting my family." That ain't really the way it's been traditionally done.
Yeah. And I echo that. I appreciate you saying that, Mr. Edmond, because that was real. That was like my experience. So after again being on council, seeing like the landlord is trying to organize the tenants, like how that work? I saw that it wasn't going to work, right? And they was like pushing it, and they was trying to leverage the Brother John brand to say, well, you've organized neighborhoods and this is what you do, so can you help us do it? But it became clear to me when I was talking to the residents that wasn't what they wanted. Like, they wanted to redefine the relationship that they had with their landlord.
Right.
They didn't want to be managed or organized by their landlord. And so when I saw that, I'm like, okay, well, what's happening? Then we started connecting, and you was like, you know what? We looked at the map, and when you look at Wildwood, inside of Wildwood is Jordan Park, and once you said it too, it was always the case. Thank you, Mr. Jackson. Shout out to Don J,
99
the
Jam,
everything man of 99 Jam.
Radio.
And so it became clear that even that whole Hope 6 design for the Jordan Park, what they said was they wanted to take, because you remember the old Jordan Park, right? It was like a prison in the middle of it.
They wanted to open it up.
And so they wanted to open it up
in the middle.
And that was changing the grid. Yeah. That's why they put streets through it, because they was like, how can we integrate this infrastructure into the neighborhood? So the design was supposed to do it. So they physically integrated into the neighborhood, but they didn't mentally or culturally integrate.
Because once you there, you're kind of like, you don't really go outside too much, like outside of there. Like that neighborhood, like, because I done been in there.
But that's the point. That's what they were supposed to be, in and out traffic. That's when you come down, and now you can. Because I remember you couldn't just ride straight into JP.
Yeah, they changed it for that reason.
It was like a grid. You had to go through. To ride through JP. Now like you say, you can go from back there, from by the school.
You can go straight through,
and slide through. Then you can go from the park and slide through.
So the physical design was intentional, but the cultural and the mental design was still like that's Jordan Park and we're Wildwood.
Yeah.
And so when you came in, you was like, we all Wildwood. Like we're residents of Wildwood.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
And
there's still that mentality in Wildwood. Like,
okay.
I'm still trying to get people to take us seriously
Yeah.
in Jordan Park. Like, we're not just a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
We got a few people making us look bad. We're working people. We're people with children. We're raising kids.
Right.
Like, they have this stigma of us. I'm like, y'all are aunties.
Why y'all talking like that? I'm so glad you said that.
Touching on what?
Yeah, no, because that's right though. Because I was watching another program and they was talking about how people who get assistance and the mindset
talking down on people.
Yeah, like it was really some hate from the way I think about it.
We got internal hate going
internalized
on.
oppression, but they was talking about and this was not necessarily the housing situation. They were talking about food and like they in the grocery store, they pushing their cart and they got a few items, but then they see somebody like us, with a whole bag, basket full of them, and they know that they not paying, cash. And I'm like, okay, but what's the problem?
They pocket watch.
And they like, they proud to walk through. There ain't no shame. I'm like, so wait, we supposed to be shamed to get help, to get help?
And then
I'm supposed to put on a hoodie and a hat and walk and push my groceries.
And then the funny part is those same people probably live downtown where it's subsidized in those high rises, right? Right. You sat and waited on this waiting list to get this good housing, the subsidized housing, and like you're on a fixed income as well, right? But yet because you're downtown overlooking the water, you're somebody. And so because if you go downtown St. Pete, a lot of those senior homes and all of that are subsidized. They are at $500-$600 that they are paying to get wonderful views of the city and then look down at somebody else to get something else. How dare you?
Weren't they CRA?
Yeah.
There's some downtown CRA. That's subsidy.
And so I want to talk about just some of the experiences and the engagement, right? Because again, I remember I guess we can use that term, up and coming activists. And I remember when I was an up and coming activist, I went to a lot of community meetings. Like anything that anytime they put out community, come here, I'm there. Like I'm making it my business to be at all the meetings. And I want to talk about, just some of your experiences with that. Have you taken that same route? Because when they say, hey, here's a meeting about this, are you going?
Yes.
Tell us about your experience with that.
I think probably all of y'all watching right now have seen me at a meeting or 10.
Yeah.
So I really do. I'm very curious. I have FOMO. Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
So I feel like if anybody, especially with white people talking, I know you got to be there. Before you know it, they're gonna sneak something on you.
The first time I met Amber was actually at city council at a meeting, and she got up and spoke about the MLK parade. And when she went in, she was so passionate about what she said, but then when she realized she was kind of misinformed, why we was there. And so when her stance was this, and then once we actually had the conversation, she was like, oh, my speech would have been different. And she was like, how can I help?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And, but she was in there to fight for our community there. And they was just like, so kudos.
I hear that. At City Hall, right? So tell us about some of the meetings that you go to. What's been just your experience when you walk into those spaces?
So in my experience, number one is that they'll tell us to be there.
I hear you.
We're not really invited to these. We're gonna tell you to come, but we're not really inviting you. But we can't discriminate. DEI, all that. We got to include you, but we really don't want you there. And we only really want a type of you there.
Oh,
so
okay. So
when I
want to double click on that when you say a type of you.
Yeah. So Jordan Park, you'll never find out about this meeting. We're not going to advertise to you at all because God forbid y'all walk in there and find something out.
Yeah.
So I live in Jordan Park, but I'm not particularly of Jordan Park, and everybody in Jordan Park know what I mean by this.
Yeah.
I stand out a little bit in Jordan Park.
Right.
So, but it's my type they want in there. I'm not gonna show wide. I ain't finna cuss y'all out because it's a bunch of bull crap. I'm gonna wait till afterwards and speak professionally about how this is a bunch of bullcrap.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I hear that.
I hear you. I hear you.
But that's that training though, and that's that
Yeah.
leadership development piece. Those are the opportunities, and that's something that I take good pride in, because like we have been able to work with people to say, okay, when you come in here, there's a certain way that you can say the same thing, but you have there's a certain way that you make that presentation. And sometimes in our community, how can I say it? We feel like just changing the way we talk is selling out. No. Or just changing the way we say the same thing is compromising. Because I remember having that conversation with a candidate. It was like, no, I gotta say it this way, because if I don't, I'm selling out. And I'm like, I'm saying 5 and 2, you saying 6 and 1. But and most of the people in this room grew up believing 6 and 1.
Yeah.
So 5 and 2 to them is foreign. And so you come in there, you trying to explain 5 and 2, and they like, no. But it's like you saying the same thing. Yeah. And I'm trying to show you that throughput, and it's pushback sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I can still be me. I don't have to compromise being myself in order to say what I need to say.
Well, I learned that.
I tell people, my experience when I grew up in school, most Black people saw me in school but never had classes with me. I had classes with white kids. Yeah. So that is what I'm used to. Yeah. So that's how I know how to walk in those spaces. And I feel I don't feel welcome, but I feel like I'm supposed to be there. Right. Because I'm already used to being there. Yeah. Going up. That's right. That's right. So I'm supposed to be here. I don't feel inferior. Yeah. But that's not the typical norm. That's not right. Yeah. So, but I walk in representing us still, you know.
And you represent us good.
You really do represent us well. Like I've seen you and how you represent us, and I absolutely appreciate it. And there's actually an ongoing series of meetings that's happening now. And it's connected to the Wildwood Neighborhood Association, you know, right there, Wildwood area. Would you mind giving us an update on like what's that all about? What's happening?
Yes. 855 28th Street. As you're getting off the interstate, right across where that concrete
the old bus compound.
Oh, I heard somebody say
that.
The
old bus compound. Okay. Yeah.
Well, that whole area, all the way back to 31st, right across from Gibbs.
Okay.
30 acres. 30 acres.
Yeah.
They getting ready to develop.
Yeah.
And I found out about it actually 2 weeks ago. I got an email, and it's called a charrette. They call it a charrette. So I'm just telling you, this is a part of us being like told to go there, but you're not really invited. So I got the email, and all I see on the postcard was a charrette. We're having a charrette. I'm like, we didn't even play charades. I'm about to go.
Yeah, like I ain't doing it.
Like, what is this? I don't know what this is. So I said I would be there, and I'm like, I'll drop in and show face and wave and whatever. I did not understand the magnitude of what was really going on.
Yeah, how big this thing is. Yeah.
So when I started to go Monday, and I couldn't find my keys, and anybody spiritual know it's the reason why you can't find your keys. So so immediately at 7:00 is when it ended, and at 7:01 I found my keys. So I said, okay. You read some. There's a reason I wasn't supposed to be there Monday. So Tuesday morning I get an email. Hey, I want to connect you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't touch that.
All right.
No, it's just you can hear it when she hit it because the microphone is sensitive.
Okay. So I get an email Tuesday. Conscious Community Connections. They're a subcontractor. So Kimberly Horn, they're the big wigs on this.
They get all the contracts.
Yes, all of them. Ain't that funny?
Kimberly Horn, that's the company. They Kimberly. They get all of these consulting contracts.
Fumble the ball.
And then they subcontract with other community groups to do the outreach, but they got it locked down.
Yeah. And so this area is the right across, right?
As soon as you get off the interstate.
Right.
Yeah.
That's connected.
They do an Asian market over there. Yeah, they do.
Right. So that is also connected to the St. Pete Distillery on the other side. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
For those in the back, right.
So they want to connect you to Conscious Community Connections, and they're trying to get the word out to our community about this, which you only had it for 4 days. Y'all been planning this for months, and you're gonna wait until right now to say, hey, we need to get the word out. So I'm like, so it just so happened me and her couldn't connect during the day, so I met her at the event.
Okay.
And so now I'm after the conversation, I'm like, y'all want me to do the legwork for free when you paying her
the money.
To do the money, yeah.
But again, see, that's the thing that you learn in these spaces is that's the model.
They want to pay the consultant $700,000 to get you to do the work for volunteers.
Yeah.
That's the job of the consultant is to go find the community and get the community to volunteer to do the work.
And they've been working on this for a while.
Yeah.
They have it because remember they hired me.
Yep, I remember.
Yeah.
They hired me.
I went when y'all was involved, and I kind of knew about it, right? And I think I have a strong mixed feeling about it because I feel this is what we want them to do, right? 4-5 days. This is kind of unprecedented. Now, I wish you would do it different.
So you have multiple. So you're saying the multiple opportunities is a good thing.
So I'm gonna give them the shots when they get it, but they this is how we would want it. But it's still a little disjointed, right? And the only reason I was gonna go, honestly, Amber, is post. Your video made my mind up that I'm going today. Yeah. Right. And that's what they're missing. Yeah. Right. Yes. They're missing Amber. Yeah. Right. They're missing the brother John that when the people truly connect with. Yeah.
And I told them that when they asked me, how do we, get more of the community involved? I said, the first thing I said was, well, did you reach out to brother John? Oh. To me, you like the mayor of South St. Pete. Wow. So if you're going to reach South St. Pete, you're not going to skip me. You're going to skip me and go to him. Duh. But
I appreciate that. But yeah, there's a lot to come with that. But I hear that.
Yeah. But and I will tell you, they're not stupid.
And but here's the thing. Here's so like what Mr. Edmond said, I have mixed feelings about that too, right? And it's not that I'm not confident in who I am, but I think one of the other aspects of that, if I wasn't who I was, it's easy for you to start thinking that you are that person. And so now what they will do is they say, oh, well, Brother John is the person. So every project they'll come to Brother John. And if I wasn't who I was, y'all still wouldn't know about it. We have people in our community right now who are getting these contracts and we still don't know. Yeah. But the white folks who hired them think that that's, oh, well, Amber said, go talk to Brother John. Okay. But if Brother John ain't on it and Brother John ain't connected and he ain't really doing it, they think, well, what else can we do? Because we went and we talked to Brother John. That's how we start setting up this gatekeeper mentality. So what Brother John is trying to do and been intentional about is duplicating myself so that I'm not the only one. So when you call me, I can call Amber, I call Kiana. So we spread it around so that I don't get into that space because that's how you make gatekeepers. You think about these gatekeepers because now, that one.
I'm the one token.
And then when they don't talk to you, oh, well, you ain't talk to the community because you ain't talk to me. It's like, bro, we don't know you. Like the community don't really. In some cases, it's people who say they represent us and they don't. It's like the picture of the black dude at the table with. On Charlie Brown, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Franklin, Franklin, he the only one at the table, and all these white folks on the other side of the table, and then white folks thinking, oh well, they told me that you was their representative. Yeah, I ain't trying to be your Moses. I'm trying to help spread it out so we can have everybody be engaged, but everybody don't have that mindset. So as much as I appreciate that, I'm also aware of the fact that it can't always just be call Brother John. That's
it's I think what it is like because you're activating people. Right. And all too often, it ain't a lot of people that activate younger people. Yeah. It ain't people that say, hey, you know what? I see what you're trying to do. Call me. Yeah. Right. It don't happen like that. Yeah. I don't been
training though. My Minister Farrakhan, when I was appointed to be a minister in St. Pete, a Clearwater study group, he said your first job when you go to that city is to find your replacement. And so I always thought with that mindset, like, okay, as soon as I get here, I got to find the person that's going to replace me and then start working with them and developing them. Because again, if you don't do that, you're gonna number one be overwhelmed because you're trying to do all of these things without the support. And if you're not humble,
success without success,
you're gonna have that. I'm telling you, it's so easy because now they're rolling out the red carpet for you. Oh, Amber's here. Come on in, Amber. We here.
And it's easy to be gassed up by that. Oh my God. It's so easy because it's a different kind of pump up feeling that you get that, oh yeah, they're gonna call me. And when you get it, you get the red carpet treatment. They treat you a little bit different. You know what I mean? So it's easy to get high. And what you have to do when you're high, you're in another dimension for a
Yeah.
second. But when you come into reality and like that high calm down,
Yeah.
you realize, wait, hold on.
Your reality is worse than it was before
Right.
you took
Yeah.
off.
What is
So,
they doing?
Yeah, yeah. So you can't disconnect from the people. And I'm not saying that you do. This is just me. That's what came up for me when you said that. And I hear that. And I know that like you're doing that. Like you actively working, like we've been working together trying to see, like really read the board. And that's why I said the other piece of it is your consistency. So what keeps you from giving up? Because you walk into these spaces and you be like, oh man, this is some BS. What keeps you going? Like what make you not, throw in the towel?
This is gonna be funny. I grew up in I'm gonna say this. Some of my family don't exactly hate Donald Trump. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So growing up, we were not encouraged to go to HBCU. We were told, don't go to HBCU. You ain't gonna get the same education. We were taught that way.
Yeah.
So
I hear that.
I had a chance to find my blackness. I found my black card.
Yeah.
Like probably within the past 10 years, like in high school, I didn't say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
I knew that was some crap.
Yeah.
So I was already on my journey. But like being grown, like I'm black, like
for real.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So then I started getting into the activism. Like, okay, I'm black. I'm gonna be an activist. Because what else can you do with being black?
Yeah.
So
you gotta help black people.
Yeah, you gotta help black people.
Yeah.
And to serve and to wake up every day and thank God that I'm black, even in these circumstances. I wake up every day.
Yeah.
Thank you, God, because things could have been different.
That's right.
And next life, I want to be black again.
Come on.
I want to be a little darker.
Let's get a little black.
Yeah, a little blacker next time, please. Yeah. So that's what keeps me going. It's like a people. There's a lot of black community. You grew up black. You already black, but I just turned black. That's what it feels like.
Really accepted that. Like really owning it and accepting it. Because there is a responsibility that comes with that awareness.
Yes.
Yeah. And then some people accept it and some people, dodge it, duck it, and try to run from it.
Some people love it, some people loathe
it. So if you're tuning in, you just tuned in, we're talking with Amber Wood. She's the president of the Wildwood Heights Neighborhood Association. She's talking about her journey and how she began her activism and started, going to some of these community meetings and really just sharing her story with some of the things that she's seen and experienced over the years. If you'd like to support us, you can do so at 99jamstheberg.com, or you can send the stars on Facebook, like the page, share the page, subscribe, and do all those things. So, yeah.
So it's an event it's a community event.
It's going on right now. The charrette.
Okay, let's talk. Go ahead.
So it started on the 17th.
No, it's a charrette. I participated in charrettes. I think Kofi might have had us doing some charrettes back in like 2012, so I was familiar with it. But I'm gonna tell you this: when I saw your video and you said it, I was like, "You're right," because I've been in charrettes, and I remember the first time I was in one, I was like, "What is this?
Yeah.
What are we doing?" And so for you to put charrette at the top, that's the first word that's at the top of the flyer or the promo.
Yeah.
And when people read words they don't understand, everything after that is a blur.
Yeah.
And so if the first word is a word you don't understand, when you start trying to read through, it's like, okay, well, what is this? What I'm doing? What they gonna want us to do?
Yeah.
So I get that. If you're really trying to target our community, you don't put charrette at the top. You put community meeting.
Okay, so what is a charrette?
I have to find a definition, but it's like a meeting where you come and you share ideas and you kind of go around the space.
So it's like a collab, like a creative, like a collab lab, kind of. Okay.
Yes.
Now, so it started on the 17th. That's Monday. And how long is it going on?
Until the 20th.
Until the 20th. What time?
Tomorrow. I believe it's from 5 to 7.
Okay, from 5 to 7. So it's in the evening, and it's right there on 31st. They're having it at
on 28th, 855 28th Street, right across the
soon as you get off
bus. I know where.
There. So they're having that there. So 17th to the 20th. They're taking ideas. I say we walk in there and just demand. I came with a demanding attitude. I did. You're gonna do this.
Yeah.
You're gonna do that.
It's our land.
Yes, our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh, we just taking ideas right now. No, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm telling you how we gonna do this.
You formulating a plan. You're putting together a plan.
Yeah.
And so what do you say to people who feel like going to those meetings are a waste of time because those people are going to do what they want to do anyway?
I'm gonna say this. I used to be one of those people who didn't believe in voting. I thought the Illuminati controlled all this stuff. And then one day I found out it's so hard to change a law that if they bother to change a voting law, it's for a reason. It has to mean your vote counts because they wouldn't bother to go through all the
because
problems.
it's hard to change a law.
Yes,
that's
it's
right.
almost impossible.
Good point.
So that's what let me know, oh my God, I've been wrong all this time. Our votes do count. The problem is we don't come out in the numbers that we need to make the impact. Yes.
Right.
So this is going to be one of those things. We got to come out and make an impact here. I haven't even seen a project of this magnitude anywhere on the South Side.
Yeah,
I'm
30 acres.
Not
30 acres. That's a lot.
Yeah,
and it's been going on for a while. Like I said, because they went. What they hired us for is to get to see what the community wanted first, right? And so what we did was, and this was probably 6 months. We did like 6 months or something like that.
How long ago was that?
This was like almost a year, 2 years ago, almost. I want to say. And what we did, we host parties, and then we had informational sessions, and just asked, what does that look like for you? And they gathered the information.
You're in front of the camera. They're gonna see the back of your head on Facebook, Tony Charles.
What time y'all
are?
9 o'clock for the last 8 years.
Because he needs to cut y'all off.
Yeah. You could, because we live on the air. We got a great audience that tuning in. Look, this is community radio at its finest, y'all. We negotiating the schedule with the Spectrum guy. Remember on Monday we had problems with the internet.
Yeah,
they're here now to correct it, and they came while we live. So if you could, 20 minutes, I think that would be great. I appreciate that. All right, so
You talking about me?
This community radio. Testing microphones on the air.
Yeah. This community radio.
Spectrum's out like, hey, look, I'm here to do that. And I have the definition for a charrette too.
Okay, because I even showed them my face.
So it says, join us for a charrette. Charrette, an event where people in the community come together to share ideas that will create a new district, neighborhood, and space. The information is what to expect. It says, join community leaders, creatives, business owners, and hospitality pros to help map the future of a visionary project, a visionary public space located on the west of the Warehouse Arts District. Again, when you say west of the Warehouse Arts District, there's a lot of people who don't know where that at.
And it's I'm just thinking about, the economic drive that could potentially be had from this.
And but
the jobs that could be had.
It could be
if like we insisted, right?
Yeah.
Because it ain't gonna happen. The first thing they say, you don't get what you don't negotiate.
Well, if you
don't put it on the table, it ain't coming.
Yeah.
So we were kind of interrupted when I was talking, right? And then so I will tell you, y'all said it earlier today. We're invited, but we're not invited.
Yeah.
So even during those sessions that we did, and then they started the St. Pete Distillery, it wasn't. You didn't see a lot of us.
I remember when you was doing the stuff with the distillery. I didn't know it was connected to that.
Yes,
I remember
when they had the things, but it wasn't like you said. It was.
You know what I mean? And they're trying to pull us in, but again, just because we have an invitation, don't mean that we're welcome.
Yeah.
And or you don't feel welcome somewhere like that. And I see that will be the biggest problem when they're coming in. They're going into a neighborhood that, again, majority is still Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told him about
changing fast.
I told him
It
flat
is.
out. I
But
said,
in Wildwood,
Yes, man. This is not a game.
Yeah.
This is not a game.
And it's like I said, I have.
everywhere, but
fast.
everywhere, but
This neighborhood. Or what? So I'm a St. Pete, Childs Park, Wildwood person.
Yeah.
Right. Those neighborhoods that I frequent almost the most.
Yeah.
Right. So I be in that neighborhood, and I'm telling you, fast.
Yeah, they go jogging in the Jordan Park.
Everywhere.
They go ride in Jordan Park. Yeah.
That's why I don't buy. Like you fear us. That's why I don't subscribe to that, because like at 5 a.m, you're jogging in the neighborhood that you say you're afraid of.
Yeah.
That is to get cheap property value.
Yeah, that's how you do.
That's how you get. That's how you buy in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you talking about how when you at one point thought like, okay, it's rigged, and they do it. Like what was the shift for you to say, okay, you know what? No, it doesn't work like that. I do need to be in these spaces. I do need to participate. What was the shift for you?
So I have not seen the effect of us being in a space and seeing the change yet.
Yeah.
So that knowing that if we could just get there,
Start there. Yeah.
we gonna see the change in the faith. That's what it is. It's faith.
I hear that.
I have pure faith in us.
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, we are the greatest. Like you talk about superiority, like we got receipts. Like all we got to do is show up, guys.
Yeah.
So
and when we show up, things change.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Because when we showed up in tennis changed. When we showed up in golf changed.
Yes.
Ooh, now we got to show up civic engagement. And we got to show up.
When we show up and we vote, things
Right.
change.
They do.
And I told him about how white it was. I really told him, like, this is whole white space here.
Yeah.
I said, white. You only invited white.
Yeah.
Well, how do we get more the community involved?
Don't call it a charrette.
That's what I said. I said from onslaught, you told us not to come when you called it a charrette. You told us don't be here.
Yeah.
So be honest.
Yeah.
Don't. I know I'm from
who go to
Park,
charrettes?
but Jesus.
Who go to charrettes?
You know what charrette sound like to me?
Charade?
No, it sound like some crackers and
Yes.
She said cucumber sandwiches.
Shout out to Earth Gregory. I love the charcuterie boys.
I didn't say.
So I don't know who on their board, but if y'all listening, don't ever do that again.
So I do. I got a real thing about this. We have to really tap in and be involved because, like you said, I really love what you just said.
Now you hitting the table.
Yeah.
When we show up, things change, and we have receipts on this, man.
Yeah.
It's not like a guess. It's like y'all when we come together, we have an impact.
Yeah.
And I knew that. I feel that. I think I see that. But like when you said it like that, I'm like, you know what? She's right.
Yeah. And then I think the other part, because we talked about this, we went back and forth with Mr. Edmond about not going to a meeting. There's the balance, right? Because again, here's the real balance. And that's what I was speaking to earlier. When you invited into these spaces, we know that we can go into these spaces and we can have an impact, but we also know that there are spaces where you're the one that's invited to validate whatever they got going on.
That's how I felt my invitation was.
Okay.
When I walked in there and realized what was happening, I said, oh God, they done made me a token. I ain't never been no token.
Yeah.
So
So you have, it's a balance. And so
Yeah.
you have to be mindful that when you go in there, you're going in there to represent your people.
Yeah.
And you take your people with you. And when you come out, you still have your people with you.
Yeah.
But you don't, because a lot of times Dr. King said it, you go in there representing your people to the power, but when you come out, now you explaining to your people, hey man, it's gonna be great for us. They really doing these things for us. We have to be mindful of that balance that it is, and it is. That's the real struggle.
Yeah,
and that's why you really when you go in there, you got to bring somebody with you sometimes to keep the balance. It's easy to sell one person.
Yeah.
But then when you talk to other people, you be like, wait, hold on.
It's hard to convince the community.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. And that's why I don't like to talk to the community, because it's hard to convince the community. But if I can convince one or two of y'all,
but if you
say it's the community, then.
But if you could go in there with that mindset, knowing that there is going to be some sprinkles in there that, like, and you can be conscious about that, then when you bring it back to the community, then the community itself can make a sound decision. Now, if you had to leave the people with anything, what would you leave the people with?
We need to come to this for the next 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
This is too large of a property and too large of a project for us not to show up to this. This is the biggest thing I've seen, and they're going to build vertical. They're going to go up.
Yeah.
So it's like a small city. They finna build.
They everywhere.
Right.
Yeah. And if we leave it to them to do it, it's going to be a white city in the middle of our community that we're not going to have access to. And they're going to have everything in there, and we ain't going to be able to go in there.
Yeah.
So show up. Write down on a piece of paper, whatever your ideas, show up. I saw Story 727 there last night. I was excited. I was so glad that boy was there.
Yeah.
So get there.
Because I was putting it in the group chats. Y'all seen this?
Yeah.
Look, I was like, when I saw it, I'm like, hey, hold on. Let me find out if anybody else saw it. And I started hearing from people who some had and some had not.
Yeah.
But just kind of spreading the word.
And I see you be done when you be do what you be do.
Yeah, he put the link in there. Thank you so much.
So and it's from 4 to 7 tonight. 4 to 7 tonight.
Those some big
and
events
tomorrow.
happening.
But
we did have a few things that we wanted to get through and talk about. Let me see. We probably won't be able to do them all. So let's talk about this one. The USDA has announced that all participants in SNAP will need to reapply for benefits as a part of a major overhaul that's aimed at reducing fraud and ensuring the program integrity. So they're saying the reason that you got to reapply is because the decision for the reapplication is part of an effort to address significant integrity issues within the SNAP program. Reports indicated that many deceased individuals were still receiving benefits, prompting the need for a comprehensive review and recertification of all.
Okay, when they always say deceased, I already know they lying. So remember, what was that area?
So that was Doge was talking about dead people getting Social Security or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop it. That is a way to make it seem like people are doing something that they not. Government, listen, if they deceiving you, they're gonna put the same information that they did before to get it, and they're still gonna get their food stamp. Like,
and then they criminalize the people on the lower end of the spectrum. And then I saw a post where a person had the picture of a black woman who was arrested for like $25,000 in fraud. I put it in the comments where there was a white dude who had like $30 million in fraud for SNAP benefits. And what he was doing was he was giving out EBT machines to businesses that were in his network. And these were like fraudulent machines. So again, you think about the scale of this stuff, not saying that it don't exist, but when you start looking at who's the target of, like, they always do us like that. They always make us the face of it. When drops was a thing, they made us the face of tax fraud. When
they've been doing it,
they done sent multiple generations of their people to college
through tax fraud.
Through tax fraud, you know what I mean? But it's like they always seem to try and make our people the face of these things when the magnitude.
Look at Rick Scott.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Rick Scott.
Yeah, they elected him.
And he had the biggest fraud case for Medicaid fraud there is in the state of Florida.
Right.
And then if you work in Medicaid and get paid for it, they go after the little man.
Yeah, and he gave away the beaches, all the shoreline.
And then what happens is when they get caught, they lose their job. But when we get caught, we go to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's when we start.
And they really don't even lose their job. They lose that position and get pushed over to another place.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. It's risk versus reward. It's actually more advantageous for them to rob the system because their benefits are for them are so high and the risk so low. So their white supremacy actually hurts us financially, and they still insist on doing it and keep doing it because they rather pay that cost. White supremacy is a premium price. That's a premium.
Yeah, we actually did a study in Pinellas County, and I think it was like $1.6 billion.
And they rather pay it.
Yeah, they rather just pay
it. Might be $10 billion right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was inflation. This was 2019.
Yeah, due to inflation.
But just think, if they'll pay that, imagine what they made.
Yeah. That's why it's the cost of doing business. but it cost them $1.6 billion in equities. And trying to solve the problems that equity would solve. They're paying $1.6 billion just in Pinellas County around that. Another thing too, y'all probably saw this has been a big headline. The Epstein files are being released.
Yeah, right.
And so today we want to talk about that. I asked it on my page, if the Epstein files are finally released, what happens next?
Ooh, I got a better question.
Okay.
What that got to do with me? What they got to do with my economy and my community?
Okay, well, can I because I asked the question and people actually answered the question that I asked them.
That was my answer.
You'll change the question?
No, my answer. What they got to do with me?
So let's go. We had a lot of people that said they responded to that question.
Okay.
So before we give them a new question, let's answer the one that they did. So the number one reaction was nothing. Nothing will happen. A large portion of the people who commented said they believe the system will protect itself. Nothing. There are too many powerful people on that list. That's what Mr. Jones said. Stop waiting on people to tell on themselves. George said that, and Dodie said absolutely nothing. Number two was the powerful will cover it up. Many of the responses are people who expect them to lie, to redact the information. Lots of manipulation is going to happen afterwards. The third most popular was that this exposes America's double standard. When you're rich plus white, that equals protection. They emphasize that the victims of this trafficking operation are often black, brown, and indigenous and poor people. So what makes us think that they are now going to have a heart for us to try and do justice?
Oh, the face of it has all been white girls, but that's not what the point, because people being hurt.
Yeah.
And I understand that, this is a symbol of the people that hurt them.
Yeah.
So that's why some people got a dog in this fight. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that pedophilia stuff is running rampant.
Yeah.
Right. And people have been violated, and some people don't want to be victims. So their way of not being victims is pushing and persecuting people who do this stuff.
Well, I will tell you is that I think that there's gonna be a lot of the people that Black people respect. If they're named on there, they're gonna smear them and push them to the forefront.
Okay.
And then what you're gonna see is the victims be middle age, white people.
Yeah.
They're gonna be it is. You're gonna see the victim being your everyday suburban white girl that is the victim up here, and then you're gonna see your Obamas, your Clinton, anybody that ever support
Yeah, I know what you
got anything to do with the Black culture or anything like that. They're gonna push them in the forefront and say, look, they're not good people.
They're gonna weaponize.
They are. And that's where I think is gonna hurt. And because I do think it's going to be a lot of people in these files. And when you say just because you're in the files don't mean that you did anything wrong.
Is that the Diddy party scenario?
And that is the Diddy party scenario. A lot of people went to the Diddy parties, but they didn't go to the Diddy party or the Diddy party.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They demonized Diddy parties.
Yeah.
Those the parties have been demonized.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
now don't nobody want to be at a Diddy party.
No,
Right.
people,
But
no. When Diddy get out, I bet you people is going back to a Diddy party.
They got Diddy parties going on right
now. You know what I mean? But what you look at, you're going to see that, and then they're going to give excuses for the white men that were there.
Yeah.
That
you
are
see what the man
Republicans.
say about the 13-year-old? She almost grown. Y'all didn't see that post?
No, I didn't.
So I'm gonna be just so real. America has blinders on, right? This is a country that made Negro skin boots. These are like people who
made pillows out of our hair,
our body part. Like as a meal. Like and surprised that they're doing pedophile and behavior. It's like that's like you surprised. Oh my bad. I ain't surprised because honestly, they've been some weirdos. You looking at them, you see the weirdo. You see and we gonna pretend like he ain't a weirdo. We just a situation in the city here, right? We looking at the weirdo and we acting like he ain't a weirdo.
That's making us and moving them up.
That's making us weirdos. You get what I'm saying?
Wow. So last one that I have here in response to some of this stuff in Missouri, they actually passed legislation. This was kind of groundbreaking. They said Missouri has passed legislation to establish the Missing and Murdered African American Women and Girls Task Force. It's actually aimed at addressing the disproportionately high rates of missing and murdered Black girls. The law went into effect in August 28th, 2025. And it mandates that the task force hold monthly meetings starting October 1st. Membership includes legislators, law enforcement, survivors, victims, families, and advocacy organizations. The task force will examine data and investigate why Black women and girls face higher rates of disappearance and homicide and often receive less investigative attention.
Oh my God.
And so what they're doing is basically saying that we've heard the cries saying when our girls go missing, it's no Amber Alerts, there's no search parties. They're not using resources to try and find our missing children. And in Missouri, they actually passed legislation that says they have to do something about it. They have to change it. I didn't get into what the deliverables are or the outcomes because a study, they'll study and get data on it's like
collecting data.
But what are the absolute outcomes that are coming out? And we don't have time to get into it now, but we can talk about it later. But I just wanted to bring some balance to this Epstein story to say, okay, this is what they're doing on that level. There is a state in the union that's saying we need to address
all these missing Black.
So, question: Facebook, can y'all hear us? Because I just got a message that something went out. They can't.
Well, we finna go anyway.
Okay.
If you can't hear, it wasn't meant for you to hear.
We're on the tape and play it back.
Community radio. We believe in the stars. We really do.
Oh Lord!
All right, so
we got 5 minutes.
So we're gonna do I guess we'll do Friday. We'll do a report back because Amber's gonna be at the meeting.
I'm gonna go.
You going, and so what
I'm
we
gonna
can do
try
is
to make my way on to the meeting. I'm gonna yeah. Oh, before we got the 5 minutes, we got to talk about Peach McIntyre.
Okay.
Right. Let's talk about Peach.
Who?
Peach is an influencer on Facebook, right?
Local? She local?
She's in Tampa.
Okay.
Mhm. That's local.
Okay.
Tampa Bay
Yeah, she's
Breakfast
Tampa.
Club.
But what she has been doing, and it's been a big thing around her, right?
Yeah.
She started out like $123.66 or something like that. You pay her, she'll come promote your business and you do her hair.
Okay.
Wait a minute, hold on. So she is getting people to pay her to do her hair?
Yes.
Because she's a social media influencer with over 1 million followers, got like 100 million views. And so as a way to promote your business, it's the same way as like if you put an ad on, a Facebook ad, but you put in your Facebook ads, depending on the algorithm, when you got this girl saying, look, y'all see my numbers, y'all seeing my page. So, pay me and you'll get the views because you see that I'm getting the views.
Right. And if you know anything about marketing, this is a good marketing technique. And people do it anyway. They buy ads, like you say, they will get famous people to wear their merchandise and they will pay them for the engagement. Now, the problem I think is because to them, she's a regular woman here. If you know anything about Peach, she got 1,000 children, her and her husband. That's a lot. That's 1,000.
It's not 1,000. She got 9 children.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look,
and I mean, because I follow her, like I see it. Yeah. And I want to do it justice. I don't want to like really gloss over what she's doing because I think it's amazing.
I think it's very amazing. And you know what? When we talk about spending black, right, this is what spending black looks like. Like we want to make each other rich on purpose. So you're paying her to do what she already do, that you would pay somebody else. You would give Facebook these marketing dollars to do it, and you don't even know who is really reaching. And I have seen where she has now marketed some places and people like, oh, it's working. I didn't even know this place existed here in St. Pete. And they're sharing the post, and you will see like one girl paid like $100 and some, and I think she was up to like $444. And
because yesterday's price is not today's price.
And every week she goes up a little bit. I think I'm not quite sure the marketing and where she's at right now, but she does come to your spot. She will advertise it, and I think it's amazing.
I think the outcome is I saw one of the people whose business she supported, and the girl who paid her to let her do her hair. She was talking about her business and how her Facebook profile has increased because now people are like seeing who she is. She's getting more customers and more traffic coming through her door. And so, I mean, how can you be mad at that? If you pay somebody $150 and now you up 1,000 followers and you getting more business, like one hairdo, one wig will cover that $150.
And that's what you saw is that somebody paid like 100 and something.
So good
and
job,
she
Pete.
made over $1,000 on one post just with that. So you made over $800 profit. Where do you know what I mean? So I will tell you is that we have to really kind of get out of our own way and realize, and we got to stop hating on each other when it comes to this right here, because she has a product. She's a marketing genius at this point, because not only did she get paid, her sister get paid, her husband get paid, like everybody she touched kind of is making money, and she figured out this niche. And
if you mad with her getting paid, then you the problem.
Yeah, she sounds like she might be a little hood.
Because
I don't follow her. I've never seen her before.
But Peaches, you grew up in the hood with somebody named Peaches.
That might be the reason why she's getting the hate. Like, we're not allowed to get into this space. We got to be poor. We gotta.
You want to be Kardashian. You want, if it was Kim Kardashian, you'd do it.
You'll pay her $10,000 to come.
Man, ain't nobody studying that.
But
he's trying to wrap us up.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
I see how you feel today. See, I should have. Come on, man. Thank you so much, Amber. The work you're doing is so appreciated. We can't even mention the depths of our gratitude for what you're doing. Yes.
All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I want to say this. What we do is what make other people think this is easy. Because they like, oh, if they can do it, we can do it too. So we've been the spark that started a lot of people going because we just do it. So thank y'all for being inspired by us and watching us figure it out in real time. We love you. We appreciate y'all. And I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr.
Up next is Sister Hughes. Make you lose your shoes. And
all around the house.
all right, peace.
Bing, bing.